If you like this video or content, please give me a subscribe. If you like the actual video, give me a thumbs up. But anyway, let's continue on with the video. Hello. Welcome back. This is Fighting Fantasy. Now, this game has been out for a few years. I always wanted to make a video of this, but I guess just other stuff happened. I know it's a little late in the game, but I wanted to put something out for Halloween. So I wanted something a little bit more spooky, but not in the sense of being Halloween-y, but more a little story, so to speak. I love fighting fantasy games. If you don't know what fighting fantasy games is, back in the day, when I was a youngin', I love choose your own adventures. I remember they were so popular in my library at my school that there was like a waiting list. So you had to wait. There was like a sign-in sheet on the desk, or the whatever you want to call it, where the glass encasing where all the books are, and you put your name for these choose your own adventure games. And then it all changed with these fighting fantasy games. Same deal. You put your name on it, and I love these games. I actually picked up a copy back in the day, and I think I got it used, and I have one around. But I always love Warlock on Firetop Mountain. It's one of my top books, including my D&D books, that I always loved, and I have a special place in my heart. So when this game came out, I always said I always wanted to make a video out of this, because here it is. Now, when you buy, this is free. The actual game itself is free. The books cost money. And usually Blood Bones is the book that comes with it for free. Now, I've had other books other than Firetop Mountain. I think I read Trials of Champions. I think Forest of Doom, and I know I've done Death Trap Dungeon, but there's a lot of books that I haven't read, so it'll be kind of cool to go back and read them again, even though it's digital form. So, let's play some Warlock of Firetop Mountain, shall we? Oh, there's an update already. Alright. I didn't know there was an update. It was only 3 megs. Alright. So I wonder why there was an update. So let's read it. Alright, you're going to go with my reading. The Warlock of Firetop Mountain is a fighting fantasy game book. An interactive adventure, and you are the hero. You can only win by choosing the correct path, finding equipment, and avoiding traps, and surviving combat. Have you ever, with Choose Your Adventures, have you ever chose your solution, and then didn't like it, and then went back and chose the other one? I did that all the time when I was young. Before embarking on your adventure, you must determine your own strengths and weaknesses in a series of dice rolls. You have been preparing for the quest by training yourself in swordplay and improve your skill, and exercising vigorous to build up your stamina. Before you make your rolls, you must choose from the 3 different settings. This game book has been designed for optimum challenge. Adventure difficulty mode for newcomers to fighting fantasy. We recommend adventure for free reads modes for experienced readers really familiar with the printing versions of the game. We recommend hardcore mode. So let's roll some dice, shall we? So let's roll your stamina. I'm not going to read everything. Okay, that's cool. Now let's determine your skill. Alright, let's determine my luck. Wow. I'm only doing the first rolls. Alright, in your addition to stunning equipment, you may take 1 bottle of magical potion that aids you on your quest. Each potion contains enough for 1 measure, so use it wisely. The potion's skills and strengths are fully restored your skill and stamina points. You receive a potion of fortune and add 1... I don't remember this. Potion of skill, strength, or fortune. I'm going to go with fortune. Yeah. You begin your adventure with a sword and shield and leather armor, a backpack containing provisions, food and drink, and a lantern to light your way. Rationing your provision is key to a successful adventure. You may consume at any time, excluding combat. By accessing the adventure sheet, and each meal restores 4 stamina, make sure you pay close attention to your stamina and restore it regularly. Your difficulty setting determines how many provisions begin with. Adventurers are free start with 10, while hardcore begin with 3. During your quest, you may encounter characters and items that alter your 3 scores, stamina, skill, and luck. Usually this score is only ever to be restored to initial account. On rare occasions, a particular page may grant effect that defies this rule. Aside from these occasions, some magic items may also allow you to extend your initial scores. Okay. Oh, there you go. Once you have readied your equipment, you may begin. Alright, let's go with my equipment. Alright. Here we go. Lots of reading. Only a foolhardy adventurer would embark upon a perilous quest, well, first finding as much as possible about the mountain and its treasure. Oh boy. Before your arrival at the foot of Firetop Mountain, you spend several days with the humble townsfolk of a village some 2 days' journey from the base. Being a likable sort of person, you found it easy to get along with the locals. Sure. Although they told many stories about the mysterious Warlock Sanctuary, you do not feel sure that at all, or indeed these were based on fact. The villagers have seen many adventures pass through the way in the mountain, but few ever return. The journey ahead is extremely dangerous. That you know for certain. Of those who returned to the village, none contemplated going back to the Firetop Mountain. There seemed to be some truth to the rumor that the Warlock treasure is stored in a magnificent chest with 2 locks. The keys of these locks are guarded by various creatures within the dungeons. The Warlock himself was a sorcerer of great power. Some describe him as old, others young. Some say the power came from an enchanted deck of cards, others from a silky bag of lugs that he wore. Entrance to the mountain was guarded by... Oh, I have to actually flip it. Alright. A pack of warty-faced goblins. Stupid creatures fond of their food and drink. Towards the inner chambers, the creatures became more fearsome. To reach their inner chambers, you would have to cross the river. The ferry service was regular, but the ferryman enjoyed a good barter. So you have to save a gold piece for the trip. The locals also encourage you to keep a good map for your wanderings. Without a map, you would end up hopelessly lost within the mountain. When we finally came to your day of leaving, the whole village turned out to wish you a safe journey. Aww. Tears came to the eyes of many of the villagers, young and old alike. Wow. You couldn't help wondering whether these tears of sorrow shed by eyes or will they never see you again. Now the turn is over. I remember this picture. At last, your 2-day hike is over. You unsleeve your sword, lay it on the ground, and sigh of relief, you lowers yourself to the mossy rock, sit for a moment's rest. You stretch, rub your eyes, and finally look up to the Firetop Mountain. The very mountain itself looks menacing. The steep front face looks to be salvaged by claws of some gargantuan beast. Sharp claws crags out of the unnatural angles. At the top of the mountain you can see an eerie red color, probably some savage vegetarian, which given the mountain its name. Perhaps one of the never know exactly what grows up there. Climbing the peak must be surely impossible. Your quest lies ahead. You cross the clearing of the dark cave entrance. You pick up your sword with great feet and consider what? Danger may lie ahead of you. But with determination, you thrust your sword home into the scabbard and approach the cave. You appear in the gloom and see the dark, slimy walls within the pools of water and stone on the floor in front of you. The air is cold and dank. You light your lantern and step forward to the blackness. Cobwebs brush your face. You hear the scurrying of tiny feet. Rats, most likely. You set into your cave. Alright, so I have a junction. Do you turn to 71 or turn to 270? I'm going to go with that one. Ooh. The pasture suit comes to an end and locked wooden door. You listen to the door but hear nothing. I'm going to charge the room. Okay, and roll 2 dice. Whoa! Oh. We're back to the junction passes. You see where the left. Alright. I'm gonna go back. Oh, I remember this picture. I totally remember this picture. There is a right-hand turn to the north past this cautiously approach the sentry post at the corner. And as you look in, you can see a strange goblin-like creature with leather armor. Test your luck. Ooh. So I'm lucky. I like it that I can't cheat. He does not wake up and remains snoring loudly. You continue on. To your left, on the west facing of the passage, is a rough-cut wooden door. Listen to this door. You can hear a rasping sound, may be sort of a creature snoring. You open. Yeah, I'm gonna open the door. The door opens to reveal a small, smelly room. In the center of the room is a rickety wooden table which stands a lit candle. Underneath the table is a small wooden box. Asleep on a straw mattress in the far corner of the room is a short, stocky creature with an ugly, warty face. The same sort of creature that you found sleeping in the sentry post. He must be the guard on the night watch. Either return to the corridor and try to take the box without waking the creature. Yeah. Test my luck. You are lucky. Ooh. Well, you leave the room and open the box. And in the passage, inside you find a small piece of gold and a small mouse. Cool, I found gold. It must have been the creature's pet. You keep the coin and release the mouse. It scurries along off the passage. You gain 2 luck points. Sweet. Further on the passage along the west wall, you see another door. You listen to it, but hear nothing. You want to open the door? Alright. I'm going to go here. Want some pictures. The door reveals a small room with a stone floor. You see, I should have picked a map. I should have normally what's supposed to happen, you're supposed to draw a map, but I'm not. I'm not going to have you draw a map. That would be kind of fun if I had more room. The door opens to reveal a small room with a stone floor and dirty walls. There's a stale smell in the air. In the center of the room is a makeshift wooden table which is standing a lit candle. Under the table is a small box in the far corner room with a straw mattress. I'm gonna risk opening. Oh, I remember this person. Yeah, this box is light, but somebody rattles inside. It's a snake! A snake, a snake, a snake! Alright, you must fight. Ooh! I kills the snake. The box falls on the ground during your fight, and the snake is out of his foul bronze color key with the number 99 carved into it. You take this key and leave the room. You gain 1 luck point. Alright, so far so good. Further up the passage on the west wall, you see another small similar door. You listen to the door, grimace to hear the worst singing you ever heard in your life. Sure. Oh. I love these drawings, these drawings. The door opens to reveal a small room. The room is dirty and unkept. A straw mattress lies in the corner. In the center room is a wooden table upon which a candle burns. Lighting the room is a flickering flame of a small box rests under the table. Seated around the table are 2 small creatures with warty skin, dressed in leather armor. They are drinking some sort of grog, and by the way, they're staggering to their feet on your arrival. You assume they are drunk. You either draw your sword and leap into forwards, or slam the door quickly and run up to the passage. I'm gonna have fight. True drunken orcs are now facing obvious startled at your entrance as quickly as they're able. They fumble around for your weapons, must attack each of them. Alright, I'm gonna attack. Yes. Ooh! Fight. I killed. I'm gonna try luck. Cool. What was that about? I think I'm on easy mode. Well, that's okay. Wipe your bloody sword on the mattress. Green blood leaves a slimy stain on the straw. Stepping on the body towards the table, you flinch at the foul stench of the creatures. You pick up the box from under the table and examine it. It's a small wooden box with crude hinges. Name Fargo Di Mago, which is scribbled on brass nameplate on the lid. Yeah, I'm gonna open it. And so you now hold this book. You arrive at my life's work in my hands. The power of destruction is yours if you wish it, but do not waste it. Unless you use the spell with a purpose for which it was intended, you shall be consumed by evil itself and die within fire from your own hands. Remember, it's only when the dragon breathes this fire you should not raise your arms and say yada 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 yada. Huh. Box contains a small leather-bound book entitled "The Making of Casting of Dragonfire." Unfortunately, it's written in your own language. Thus it's probably intelligible to the orcs. Oh, they're orcs. Otherwise, this treasure would be certain not have been loose guarded as it was. The book was written by the tiny hand of Fargo Di Mago, which tells the stories of his life's work, creation of the dragonfire spell, which is crafted to fight evil dragons. You read it how, in his last years, Fargo finally perfected the spell, but then it was too old to make use of it. Oh. So he completed his book and locked in the chest hidden in the depths of the Firetop Mountain. Afraid of what might happen if it falls into the wrong hands. This page reads, and so now you hold this book, you have the life's work in my hands. Which I just read. Alright, I already read that. Suddenly the pages seem to glow as the fire disappears. The words fade with it. You repeat the spell yourself, mesmerize, and leave the room. Yada yada yada. Alright, eventually arrive at three-way junction. I'm gonna go 113. Oh. I'm gonna investigate. Force my hand. Roll my dice. Boom! Ooh, I remember this. Door splits along the length. You can wrench the timbers apart, let it yourself in. The door attached from the wall light up to the small armory room stocked with a sword, shields, helms, and daggers, breastplates, and the like. You examine the weaponry and find nothing in appearance superior to your own sword. However, iron shield with a golden crescent is in the center catches your eye. You pick up and feels light to your arm. The shield will aid you in battle by helping you fend off damage. You are using the shield and the creature wounds you. You may throw one die. If you throw a 6, the creature flinches only 1 point of damage instead of normal 2. For some reason, the creature would normally only inflict 1 point of damage. If that's a roll of a 6, when no damage is done. Cool. Ooh. Oh. I'm gonna go west. Sorry, I'm kind of skimming this a bit because I don't want to. Because it's a maze, right? Passage continue westward into due now. So I'm probably gonna go around in circles because I'm not making. Ooh. They're all open to a small room, comfortably furnished with a table, several chairs, and a large bookcase which covers one wall. Seated at the table is an old man with a long gray beard. Squatting old man's shoulder is a small winged beast. The creature has no more than 6 centimeters tall. The 2 arms and legs. The skin is a dusty gray color, has tiny sharp white teeth, and the wings are folded behind its back. The old man says nothing, walks through the door, but he beckons you to sit down at the table. He tosses a hand 2 small white objects. Yeah, I'll sit down. Old man does not look up from the table. The devilish little pet eyes you suspiciously and starts chatting in a small squeaky voice. The old man grunts as asks whether you're game a wager. Yeah, sure. Old man asks you for your stake between 1 and gold pieces, but no more than you possess. He tosses a white dice he's been playing with you and asks you to roll. I only have 1 gold. Alright. Ooh. Alright, so I'm going to go back. Oh. Okay, a little bit more, and then I'll end the video. The passage ends to the door. You're pressing your ear to listen, but hearing nothing. Trying to handle, you find the door opens to reveal a large square room. The room is completely bare, with the floor is covered in a mosaic of tiles. Two shapes stand out in the floor: star-shaped tiles and hand-shaped tiles. On the door's opposite wall is the way through. I'm gonna cross it. I have a death wish today. Test your luck. Sadly, your luck run out. You need to luck score. Uh-oh. The moment your floor touches a hand tile, you feel the vice grip of your ankle. Look down and see a ghostly white hand gripping your leg. You fight for balance and manage to regain it, but you're horror. You see that from every hand-shaped tile, a similar apparition appears, and the floor across the floor is now scattered with ghoulish hands, flexing and stretching and snatching the air. You draw your sword and fight. Hand. Oh, I get it. Luck. I destroy the apparitions. Okay, I'm going to end it here. I'll put a link below if you're interested. Like I said, it is free, and the first book is free. I picked this up. It was a sale, $1 something. Probably for the Halloween sale that they're having, or some kind of Halloween sale. But I'm a big fan of Warlock. There's a couple of games that I'm a sucker for. These type of games, RPGs. There's so many of them. I don't buy all of them, but I'm a really sticker for. And if you know my channel, I am a big fan of post-apocalyptic. But I have a soft spot for like Warlock of Fire Top Mountain. It's like I really invested in these games. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you like this kind of videos, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give me a thumbs down. Any feedback will be appreciated. If you like this kind of content, maybe consider subscribing. Until the next video, this is Mike, signing off.